Hi, this is Lainey Cozy. Thank you so much for joining me for my very first Plan With Me video. This is exactly 1 year anniversary. February was my first one in 2017 ever, and now I'm doing a video. I'm not very good at it yet. I didn't like the way my actual drawing out turned out, so I sped it up really fast because the angle of the camera and how far it was, it needed to be zoomed in more. But I've discovered that once you've drawn on the paper, you can't take the ink off and do your video again. So I just thought, well, I'll just introduce myself while it's playing. I work full-time, and then I have a store on Amazon as my side business, and so that was really challenging for me time management wise. So I went to Google, of course, and trying to find ways to be more organized, and then I found bulletjournal.com, and after that I found YouTube. So the people that inspire me, of course, are Boho Berry and MyLifeInABullet and AmandaRachLee, or AmandaRachLee, I'm not sure which one. I follow both of hers on Instagram. So that's how I got into bullet journaling, and it is really helping me. It's absolutely amazing, and I have all sorts of, I think that all of my spreads are pretty much original because I change them up every single month almost to make them a little bit better for my needs. For example, I used to have, I tried out daily spreads like Kara, and that didn't really work for me because, Monday through Friday I'm working full time, so there's not a lot of time in the day after I get home to do other things. So I went to weekly spreads, but again, the Monday through Friday part's pretty, set in stone. So I started doing just where I'm putting down just enough room for appointments, and then after that I have on the side a place for notes or tasks. But I've started, and then it was a bigger space, but then I've narrowed it down because I really like my productivity trackers that I created for my actual work, and I can put notes on in there, and then of course I have a thoughts and ideas page for anything that's bigger than that, but you'll see that page coming up. The one I'm working on right now is my body, mind, and spirit tracker, which was definitely inspired by Boho Berry. Hers was a lot different than this, but I changed it for my needs, and I really think that it is excellent for my needs. And so I'm really happy that I got to do that. And then with my Amazon store, it's trying to fit everything in, and then I've got a eBay store and an Etsy store, but they're like more like my online garage sales. I'm debating moving stuff over to eBay and Amazon just to give myself a bigger market, and we'll see how that goes in the future. And then also, I have Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, all the other things that most other people have, and so that's why I wanted to be able to track where I was spending all my time and what things I was working on so I can prioritize, and I think that works out great too. And then of course, you have your gratitude pages and your memory pages. I like that. I can, just write if something significant happens that day, I can fill it out, and I really like that. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of people on YouTube that do the memory pages and the gratitude pages, and I'm not really sure whose I saw first. But now I'm going to do the flip through, which I, re-recorded, because that I can re-record. You don't have to take the ink off the page to do that. And so I thought it would be really great for me to do a flip through that has a much closer up so you can actually see what I did. So here's that. I'm flipping through January, even though I didn't do a video for January. I covered up, of course, stuff that's like really super private, but you can see that you know, it's just I have notes and lists on the right. And then I added in this little tracker that I got from Boho Berry at the very bottom, because there's a few other things that weren't covered in my other trackers. And so, and there's my body, mind, and spirit tracker, which of course under body is, you know, hydrate, steps, and sleep, and mind is watching the news and reading and doing puzzles, and then spirit is doing my meditation, having some me time, and my daily affirmations, which the concept I got from Boho Berry doing affirmations, but I don't know that she ever wrote hers out. But you know, I have my own, and I have an affirmation page in the back, and I'll be flipping over to that pretty shortly. So that is, oh, I forgot to mention that the camera cut off at the end of my video. The battery died, and so, you know, there's a few embellishments and quotes and stuff that weren't there to begin with. And so you'll see they're a little bit prettied up, I guess you could say, from when I was doing that, though you really couldn't see very good from as far away as it was. So, but this is zoomed in, and hopefully, you know, my next video will be a closer up like this, so you can actually see what I'm writing. That's always a good thing. And then of course this is my productivity trackers, which you know, I am loving how those work out for me. And of course I don't have any February memories yet because it's not February, and the same thing goes for gratitudes and thoughts and ideas. So that's it for that. And then you'll see that I actually flipped the book over. I have on the other side stuff that's, you know, I don't want to get buried into the monthly pages. Even though I have an index, I really like to have a separate place for things that are for the year. And so you'll see that I have, I started out with my birthday log, which is kind of like a, what is it called? It's kind of like the future log. But, you know, it is separated out by months and has the birthdays only written in it, because I don't want the birthdays getting buried in with other information on, you know, whether it's future logs or other types of things. And so I drew some little doodles up at the top for birthdays, and actually wrote birthday log on the second one because I realized I didn't have a title on the first half of the year. But, you know, next time. And so then my not forgotten page, I kind of made that up because it's for those chores that you only do once or twice a year and you just don't want to forget to do them. And then the other page was my wish list for what I can do this year. And this is my bill spreadsheet that just like helps me keep track of how much my power and water go up and down throughout the year. There's the future log. Nothing in it yet. I don't really have anything planned so far for this year. And then of course those are my daily affirmations. And then I have my ideal day page, which I'm not sure where that one came from. It was obviously either on Boho Berry or My Life in a Bullet, probably. Those are my Nook library. I just wanted to have them written out so I could pay attention to which ones that I've read and which ones I haven't. And also I put a star system on there so I can give it, you know, how good the book was, give it a rating. And that's that for my annual permanent pages. So and now we come up with the Amazon Insider. I figured that every time I do a book, I'll, you know, show a little bit of what happens in Amazon. And I do love being an Amazon seller. My Christmas season was terrible this year. It was only about a third of what I expected. And this is why. So this is my inventory page, and this is what I actually see on my side. And you can see that that particular top necklace is $19.99 regular price. It's on sale for $16.99. That you can see right next to it is the sale price. But then when you click on it, watch what happens. When you click to go to the Amazon page, see, well, if I click on that, it takes me right to the Amazon page. It doesn't take too long to load. And then you can see, I'm going to zoom in here, that it shows the $16.99 as the actual price. And so when I saw this, I'm like, you know, I called up Amazon. I'm like, hey, why isn't there a slash through showing what the original price was so people know it's on sale? And this is the response that I got back from them. They actually seem to feel that it's confusing for its customers to see, you know, two prices. And they also say that every Amazon seller is going to be going to that. And so if there's any Amazon sellers watching this, beware, you know, if it hasn't happened to you yet, it's going to. So I don't know how to, you know, show that I have sales going on. And so, oh, I'm announcing my giveaway here. Yeah, if you click like and subscribe, and then go to my Amazon.com Cozy Chic page, then leave a comment on the video saying what your favorite piece was, and then you'll be entered into a drawing to win that favorite piece of yours. So, you know, that's pretty cool. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope